Hey YouTube, I am here to do a new segment and it's gonna be on the TV show Scandal, ABC Scandal. And yesterday's episode was really good. I don't know if you guys watch it, if everybody on here watches it, but it's been coming on. They're in their second season, maybe 10, 11, 12 episodes in. If you haven't seen it, you can catch up on the first season on Netflix, or I don't know if ABC.com will give you the first season, but they do have the second season so you can catch up on what's been going on so far. But on yesterday, it came on, and Olivia was walking into her apartment, and the guy was there. Forget his name. I guess I should have wrote down names. The little, I don't know what he does. He's like he works with the vice president lady, and he was telling her that he asked her was she sleeping with the president, and she was like, what, how you just gonna go off on me like that, talking about I'm sleeping with the president? Absolutely not. And she gave him 5 points, and she was like, number five, you know, why are you up in here questioning me, stuff like this? And three, why would I be a mistress with the president, sleeping with the president? And two, the president is very much alive and capable of speaking for himself, and you can go find that out for yourself. And she just counted down all these things like to get with him, and told him, you know, in the last 3 minutes you've called me a liar, a cheater, a whore, and all that stuff. I'm trying to keep PG-13 because I don't like curse. And so he was like, I know you, Olivia, and the way you getting all riled up, I know that you're lying. And she was like, you know what, you need to leave. And he was like, oh really, I need to leave? You're not gonna tell me the truth? Because the way that you were defending him when I came up to that hospital, it didn't seem like just a friendly, concern. It seemed like it was a little deeper than that. And she was like, you need to leave now. And so he ended up leaving. She hurried up and got on the phone and called Cyrus, and was telling him, we've got trouble, or we need help, because he also had told her before he left that the vice president, which is the active president at the time, was about to hold this meeting and tell everybody that the letter was fake, and that she's gonna put in for him to step down as president. So she hurried up and got on the phone with Silas, called him. They showed them at the hospital, and they showed him awake, and the doctor came in, and she was telling them, um, the doctor was telling them, that he's back, but he's not all the way back. He could sometimes have a change in mood. He could forget things. His sight could be, blurry, and things could just come and go. So he's not fully capable. He don't have all his functions back because he was shot in the head, of course, so that's expected. But Cyrus came in and told what was going on, like what the lady was about to get ready to do. And then it went to the actual meeting that the lady was having, and she was saying, I have this form that the president isn't really capable to perform his duties as he was before the shooting. And this is a paper that we all need to sign, and all that good stuff. And as she was saying that they were about to get ready to sign, he walks in, everybody wake up, everybody stand up and greet him, and she looking like, oh heck no, that ain't what I really want to say. And so she they show them all leaving out, and he's like, glad to see you back, Mr. President, you look great, and oh, he looks awesome, and everybody was excited to see him. And you know Olivia came in, and she was like, great, great, good to see you. Don't try to die on me again, because Cyrus called her because um he wanted to do a press conference, and she didn't want him to do a press conference. So, but he still wants to do it anyway. They were flashbacking throughout the episode of the days that led up to him being nominated as president, how he was struggling, he was behind on the numbers, he wasn't giving the best of speeches and all of that stuff, and how they all came together. Cyrus, Hollis, the wife, Olivia, the Texas man, which is Hollis, and the lady with the white hair, I think she's a Supreme Court judge or whatever. They all came together. They show how they all came together and got involved in the scheme to rig the vote so that he could win. And then they kind of showed her team, Olivia's team, come together to try to dig up information on the guy that was also running for president, because they wanted his dad to come in and kind of help him win, and he didn't want his dad to be there because him and his dad didn't have a good relationship. So he was like, I don't want him there. I don't want to be him a part of it. I can win this without him. And so the president's wife was like, no, you need him here, and you need to listen, and you can win this with your dad. And he just went all off like, no, it's not going to happen. Olivia walked up and she was like, y'all need to put y'all voices down, either broadcast it for everybody or go in a room and discuss this. And he's like, I don't want to talk about it. It's no more to be talked about. I don't want him there, and this final. And so the president's wife was like, talk to him. You the only person that he'll listen to. So him and her go in the room, and they getting ready to get it popping and all that stuff. And he tells her, do I have to have my dad there? And she was like, yeah, you really need him. And he was like, so if I have my she said something like, if you want to do this, you gotta agree to the dad. And he's like, well, all I need is 5 minutes. And she was like, 5 minutes to do what? And then he went to yeah, okay, special places, ABC TV. Kids go to bed on that one. But so then it goes back to let's see, what does it go back to? He's in a meeting with like all the heads and all that, and they're talking about this thing that he left off on in either China or Libya or something like that. And he kind of was talking real good, and then he started to forget stuff. So the vice president lady, she kind of helped him out a little bit, and then she looked kind of funny like, oh, he ain't all the way back right. Oh, we can use this against him. So when the meeting was over, he hurried up and left out, and she was like, oh, you did good, honey. That's what his wife was saying. And he was like, I'd be doing better if I stayed in the hospital for the last few weeks, and I had to hurry up and leave and put on this old suit and tie and put on a performance. I want to be all the way well for my people. I don't want to lie to my people, And so the vice president went to Hollis, which is that Texas man, and she goes, he's not all the way right. I had to help him. He's not up to par completely. We can use, you want to expose him? And he said, oh no, we're not going to expose him. We're going to let him do damage to himself, because when he get up there to do his speech to the nation, then he'll mess up, and we got him, And she's like, okay, you right, we'll do that. So then it flashes back to them with the campaign again, and he finally got his daddy to come down. While his daddy came in, while he was in the middle of like a practice speech or whatever, his daddy came in and he interrupted and kind of took over, and he didn't like it too well. The president didn't like it too well. So after it was over, they had like this private dinner with just the president, his wife, Hollis, that I think the Supreme Court lady with the white hair, and who else? Was the Texas man there? I think the Texas man was there. Just the normal close-knit friends they always have. And so the president and his dad were going back and forth, throwing blows at each other. And he was like, no, I know how I want to run my campaign. I want to do a clean campaign. Because he was like, what do we have on him? What do we have we can use against him? And Olivia was like, well, that's not the kind of campaign he wants to run. He wants to keep it completely clean and not be that way. And he said, well, that's not how he's going to win no campaign. And he was like, wait a minute. Is that how you did your campaign when you ran for president? Oh, that's right. You never ran for president because you was too busy sleeping with such and such and such and such. And you knew when all they had to do was go investigate that, and it would be over for you. You wouldn't even get it. So everybody was like, oh, he went there. And the lady with the Supreme Court Justice lady, she said, anybody want some coffee? She tried to change the subject. And the president's dad was like, you know what? It's been a long day for everybody. Let's just get some rest. I'm leaving. And he whispered in the president's ear, oh, we're not finished with this conversation. And so the president, everybody was getting ready to leave and go back to wherever they were going. And Olivia was getting on the elevator, and the president stopped the elevator from closing. He got on there with her, and he tried to get all up on her, and she was pushing. She was like, "You drunk, and you get on my nerves. You just acting like a, a butt or whatever." And as he was all up over her, the first lady came in, and she was like, but see, Olivia thought that she kind of picked up that they were, about to do, that they were sleeping around. But she came because Olivia, the president's wife didn't figure out that they were sleeping together until after he became the president. See, before that, she knew nothing about it. So when they flashed back, she was like, "I am so sorry, Mr. President. How could you just, Olivia, please don't leave us. Please don't leave us. We really need you. We really need, I'm sorry. He's drunk, and when he gets drunk, he just do things that doesn't make sense, and I'm sorry. Please don't do this." And Olivia looking like, "Girl, if only you knew." She gave her a hug and everything. So, it goes, so he goes and gets ready to do, so it goes to them back on the airplane, and they're talking about rigging the machines, and Olivia's like, "Well, I don't want any part of this because this isn't right. He can win this." And they was like, "Do you really think he can win this without us doing this? If you want all you," and Hollis, which was the Texas man, he's like, "All you have to do is just say the word and it'll be done." But we all have to agree, like, nobody cannot be on board because we all know about this, and this could all come back. If one go down, all of us go down for this. So Olivia's like, "Well, I can't do it because I still believe in my president," and da 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 da. I was like, okay, whatever. So, what happened? What happened? Okay, he's preparing to do like a debate. So this is the day before a debate that they're planning on doing during the presidency, running for president. And he's upset because the mic's not working right, and he said that everybody's not doing their job right, and nobody's trying to help him win. They all want to see him fail, and he just blasting off on everybody. And Olivia comes in, she's like, "Everybody's doing a great job. You need to calm down. These people are here working for you. Everybody leave. Let's just leave. Y'all have a good day. But no, you stay and you wait." He was like, "Who you talking to?" She said, "I'm talking to you. The man who tried to get at me on the elevator," but everybody had left before she said that. And he was like, "Well, I'm sorry about that and all that." And she was telling him, like, "Why do you want to be the president? Why are you running? Why are you doing this? Because you got an attitude with everybody." And he was like, "Well, I don't know." And she said, "Well, that's the problem. Until you figure out why you want to do this and why should people vote for you, then you're never going to win this. I know why I would vote for you. I know you. These people don't know you. They only see what's on TV. They don't know you." So she kind of left him with that. So it goes back to him. It goes back to him getting prepared for the speech he's going to give the nation now that he's back from his surgery or whatever. And he's getting prepared. That's when Olivia comes in, and she's like, "I don't think you should do it." And he's like, "I have to do it." And she's like, "Well, why do you have to do it?" "Because I have to let them know that this is not going to defeat me. I'm going to defeat it, and I'm still the person that they voted for, and I'm still the president." And she's like, "Don't you ever die on me again and try to die on me again." And she kissed him, and they loved each other a little bit. Then Silas came in, and she was like, "Well, he's gonna do it." And he's like, "What?" "Well, okay, whatever." Goes back to them. They dug up some information on the other guy that was running for president, but it wasn't enough for his dad's liking. He didn't like it well at all. He was like, "Is this all you have? Anybody could have picked this up. I could have paid a hospital to look into this, and this is all y'all came back with." And so that's when everybody was really like, "Come on, Olivia, we got to do this. This is how we got to get it done." They got the wife involved. Everybody was on board, but Olivia was still like, "Ooh, I don't want to do this." So after after the little debate thing that he did, and he did really well on the little debate thing, his dad was mad because he didn't say the stuff that he wanted him to say as far as burying the president. He's like, well, what my staff would want me to say is this and this and this, but this is what I'm going to say, and I'm here for the people, and yes, I'm scared. And because the lady asked a question, her son wanted to be in the Navy or something like that, but he's just scared. And he's like, well, I'm scared too. I'm still scared, and that's just a part of being human, and da da da. And Olivia was happy, Silas was happy. He started crying, but but his daddy was very upset, and he talked real ugly to him, kind of hurt his feelings, and made him feel like, you know, he was nothing. So while he was giving that speech, they was showing him like doing the new speech since he's been back, and he got people asked him questions. When he got to like the third person that asked him a question, he kind of clamped up because the person asked him with his mental capabilities and all that stuff still being functioned. So when he got ready to answer, he kind of froze up and he had to drink some water. Meanwhile, the vice president, she looking like, yeah, let's see you answer this question, with the truth. And he drunk his water, and he said what he had to say, and it was very good. Everybody was pleased. So at the same time they was clapping for that, they had a split screen showing them clapping when he was debating this other guy to be president. So, his daddy was mad. So even after that little debate before the presidency, because they were going back and forth, back and forth. So I know it seems like I'm all over the place, but that's just how the show was going. The girl that counts the numbers and states and tell him what he needs to do to win, she was like, you still need to get Ohio. And even after that, they got back on the airplane. They were like back and forth on like the presidential plane or his little private jet or whatever. And that's when they were discussing how they were going to handle the whole lie and make up the voting polls and all that stuff. She kept saying, oh no, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And she got up and she walked off, and she walked up to him. He was at the front, they were in the back, and he was looking down, and she was like, what's wrong? What's the problem? You did well. And he's like, I just got news that about 45 minutes ago my dad had a heart attack and he died. And she was like, what? And so he passed her up, and he was walking towards the back of the plane. I guess he was going to tell everybody. So it goes back to them after the funeral. He's in the back chopping wood. I've never seen President chop wood, but then again, he wasn't going for president at the time. So he wasn't president at the time. He was just going for the president. He was chopping up the wood. He was tearing that wood up, honey. He was chopping hard. So Olivia came back, and she came to talk to him, and tell him he can do this, and he's still gonna be able to do it. He's gonna do a great job, and he just chopping that wood, and yeah, whatever, not trying to hear what he's trying to say. And he's like, I'm actually happy he's gone. It's a relief out for me. It relieved me from some stress. And he was like, I used to have to sit in the outside of his office, or the governor's office, or the senate office, while he's in there with one of his mistresses. Okay, Mr. President, isn't that what you doing? Or are you not cheating with Olivia, and you got the nerve to judge your daddy? I guess that's just history repeating itself, but you better not. How you gonna tell her that you was mad at your daddy because he was cheating on women, and you doing the same thing? So you can't serve two masters. You're gonna either be mad at that or be mad at something else. And so she was like, put the axe down, just put it down, just put it down. And he just kept cutting. He was tearing that wood up. She was like, put it down, come here. And she stood on the little tree stump that he was cutting the other wood down on, and she held him, and he just broke down and cried. It was really sweet. It just seemed like it's so much stuff he can do with Olivia that he can't even do with his wife. Like, he can show his real emotions, his real self, his real feelings, and she's just there. I kind of want them to be together, but not in that way. Like, why does he have to cheat on his wife? I am so not for the cheating thing. I love their love, but I don't like the way they got there. Like, if he was single and they were, like that, but you are a married man with children, and they don't just have that child that's in her stomach. they showed a few weeks ago, like I think before the new year, that, you know, the wife had come with him to Olivia's place, and it was just supposed to be him and Olivia by themselves. But she came with him, and Olivia didn't know, and he didn't know that she wanted to come either. And she came and she's like, well, the kids are gone away to boarding school or wherever they are, college or whatever. And I just didn't want to be off in that house all by myself, so I just decided to come. Yeah. So she came and she was like, oh no, girl, that's fine. But in the back of her head, she was like, I know you didn't just bring her to my house. Now, Olivia, that's his wife. You be all up in their house doing, okay, all right. And so Silas went to Olivia and by themselves somewhere, I guess where nobody can hear and see him, and tell him why he needed to get this done. And so she got upset and she cried, but she said, okay, I'll do it. He made the phone call. Hollis made the phone call and said, okay, let's proceed. And she just boo-hooed crying. So she so it went back and they finished that little scene or whatever. It went back to after he did the speech or whatever, he went on and left and went back into his office. Now while he was in his office, the vice president woman come in with this, I just know it's fake, y'all. I promise you I know it's fake. She was like, well, I'm so grateful that you're okay, and a day didn't go by that I didn't sleep because I was so concerned about you, and now I know why you are the president. And here was this was a copy of the letter I was gonna turn in and get you put down, but now this is the letter to reinstate you as the president of the United States of America, and I'm so glad you're doing well, and I never doubt that you're the right president for this job, and I don't know if I could be as strong as you for all you went through. That's a lie. Yeah, I just don't believe it. I mean, lie was written all over her face when she was saying it. And then he was like, oh, thank you, I really appreciate it, and all of that stuff. And then she left, and it went to Olivia going back to her apartment. And here go dude in her apartment again. And she was like, why are you in my apartment? I'm going to get my locks changed. And he was like, I'm sorry, I just want to talk to you. I don't know what I was thinking when I said that, and I'm so sorry, and that is not, I just didn't know what to think, and it was just so much going on. And she's like, what are you saying all this? She's like, I know you, and I know you lying, so I mean, what is it? And he was like, I just want to spend the rest of my life with you, and I love you, and I care about you, and I don't care about your past or whoever you were with. And what I'm really trying to say is, I would love for you to be my wife if you would have me. Will you marry me? Oh, Lord Jesus. I was like, what? And she was looking like, what? And I was like, where did that come from? He and that woman, that vice president and him, they know. And see, they trying to set them both up at the same time. This is about to get ugly. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to tell y'all about. And then it goes to the president. It goes back to the president and his wife, and she's just excited. Oh, baby, I'm so glad to have you back. And he laying in the bed looking like death. And she just, oh, baby, I'm so glad you did a wonderful speech. Oh, and I just felt it so good. And you did awesome. And I just didn't expect that from you. And you just went over ahead and beyond. And she rubbing her lotion on. And she done gave him his medicine. And he looking like, I don't even want to be here. I'm miserable. You saying all this stuff and what? And whatever you want, honey, just whatever you want to have. I just love you, and we just gonna do this, and you are just wonderful, and you just a strong man, and whatever you want to have, honey, I'll give it to you. Just say it, whatever you want. And I thought he was gonna say, I want to leave you. He said, oh, I want a divorce. I was done. I was done. And so next week is going to show how, they always show like it's going to be this big old thing. Well, she's going to tell him that the guy proposed to her. He's going to tell her that he asked his wife for a divorce. And then Silas is gonna be like, "You guys have really messed up. You better fix this." And then it shows like her about to get into a whole lot of trouble. And then the lawyer guy that was had been investigating her with Silas's boy husband, he said, "Oh, I'm gonna get you and I'm gonna bury you and it's gonna be bad and I'm gonna get you and you're never gonna be able to do anything again." It's gonna be all to the good, y'all. I'm telling you, thank you, Shonda Rhimes, for Grey's Anatomy, Private Practice, and Scandal. Girl, you are awesome. You are awesome. This show is thebomb.com. Thank you, Taylor. This show is so good, y'all. Every week I'm like, ooh, ooh, yeah, it's good. Y'all have to watch it. Catch up season 1, Netflix, Hulu, Vudu, Hulu Plus, or whoever you use. It's not on you. It's not on YouTube. I doubt that because YouTube don't let you put anything on it. I used to could watch shows on YouTube. Now I can't do anything. Then they want to charge you like $1.99 a show. But anyway, moving on. I'm going too far. ABC.com. You can catch up on this season. If not, you can Hulu or whoever y'all do. Season 1, Netflix. Season 2, you can probably watch on ABC.com or whatever. But I'm in front of my TV on Thursday nights. 8 o'clock, Grey's Anatomy. 9 o'clock, Scandal. That's just me. Okay, so anyway, you guys, I've talked for a very long time, so I hope this video upload. I don't know how many. They told me they gave me more minutes to do upload videos, but I don't know how many it is exactly. So this is my new thing. Let me know if y'all want me to continue to do it. Leave it in the comment section. Like it. Subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. I love you guys. I thank you for watching. You know I do Y&R spoilers on Saturday or Sunday whenever I can get it up. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video for your Y&R spoilers. And I'll probably try to do a little quick review on that. Like I said, I'm not going to blend Y&R and Scandal together. They're going to be totally different because some people may not like Young and the Restless, they like Scandal, and vice versa. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to blend that in. So I also watch Revenge on ABC. ABC, I'm starting to love you guys again. You lost me for a minute. Now I'm back because I was a CBS for life person. But I also do Revenge and Grey's Anatomy and Private Practice. So on ABC. So if you guys want me to review that, let me know. Just about some of the only shows I watch, whatever. So I will see you guys tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday, with your Young and the Restless spoilers, and I will see you next Friday or Thursday night for your Scandal review. So you guys have a great rest of your day and a great weekend, and I will see you next week for a new show. Bye bye.